There's the anthem as we get ready for Riverton and Desert Hills here, the fourth and final game of the day. This is day 2 of the 4-day event. They tipped it off with 4 games Saturday, and there'll be 4 more tomorrow. Riverton plays the last game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. They'll face East High School. And Desert Hills, who drove up from St. George today, will be back in action tomorrow at 3:30 against Syracuse High. Desert Hills will wrap the action up in this tournament with that game. Riverton has one more game on New Year's Eve against Pineview. That game will tip off at 3:15. That'll be the third of the 4 games. Both these teams struggled a bit last year. Desert Hills 12-13. They were 5-7 in the very competitive Region 9. Riverton coming off an 8-17 season. They went 0-10 in Region 2. So we'll see if they can make a little headway this year. It'll be intriguing to see how this goes, as this is a matchup between 4A Desert Hills and 6A Riverton. But there are advantages to doing this for a 4A team playing up. It can help you in the RPI, a combination of your record, your opponent's record, and your opponent's record, believe it or not. Weighted for classification. Of course, the RPI decides the seedings for the state tournament. All right, we're ready to go here. Desert Hills will send out Jack Openshaw. 6'5" sophomore will jump it up against Trey Applegarth, the 6'7" senior for Riverton. And Desert Hills wins the tip. And they'll move left to right in their white uniforms. Riverton in the purple. Kick ball there, and Desert Hills will inbound underneath. Riverton slide into what looks like a 2-3 zone here. Try not to get picked when you go man-to-man on inbounds underneath. Always a risk. A screen, a back screen, a double screen, and you give up a layup, so they'll stay in the zone and force the ball out to the top of the key. Riverton staying in that 2-3 zone. Desert Hills will back it out. They're switching the ball side to side now, driving down the middle, hanging, laying it in, no good. Waved off. Colton Andrus laid it in off the glass, but a little too late on the release. Shot clock violation, and Riverton gets the stop to open the game. Riverton led in scoring by number 3, Beckham Reese. He's got the ball, averaging 20 points a game, and hits a 3 straight away to get things started. 6'2" senior gets the opening bucket in the opening minute. Riverton will stay in that zone. Desert Hills hasn't showed a lot of three-point shooting here, so they're going to pack it in a little bit, and Jack Openshaw with a tough move inside can't get it to go at the other end. Quick 3 for Reeves, who's feeling it, but he misses this one. Taifa brings the ball up court, starts left, goes right between the legs. See if the Desert Hills can. They got to either move the ball or move off the ball. Really not much action on the weak side here. Makes guys pretty easy to defend when they're standing still. Driving to the hoop and throwing it all the way over everything. Colton Andrus with a miss. Riverton the other way. Reese, a 3rd shot of the game, and he misses this 3 as well. Rebound off to Cohen Allred. Allred drives, has it knocked away. Applegarth off the glass, put it high off the glass, couldn't get the hop though. Andrus to Taifa. Open shot to the near side to Arthur. Arthur, the leading scorer, gives it up, gets it back. Arthur to the hoop, and he'll go to the line as he gets fouled. Tyson Arthur, the 6'5" junior, averaging 12.7 points per game for Desert Hills. He'll shoot a couple free throws to get things started here. get Desert Hills on the board as they're scoreless through the opening couple minutes of this game. Desert Hills off to a 1-2 start in region play, dominated by Hurricane, 77-61. They beat Cedar 50-45 and then fell to Snow Canyon 49-44. And Arthur gets the Thunder on the board. Arthur's second one off the front of the rim, no good, so it's 3-1, and here comes Riverton. Beckham Reese with the ball. He's got the three-pointer to get things started for Riverton. He's missed a couple threes. Now we'll see if he gets something going to the hoop here. Here's Reese. He'll swing it into the corner. Three ball. Yes! Cohen Allred with the three, and it's 6-1 Riverton. Riverton's going to switch into man here. They've been in zone for the first 2.5 minutes. Driving the hoop, kick out, three ball, short. Tauaifa leaving that one short. Riverton the other way. Hesitating into the paint, starting and stopping. Atwood gives it up. Allred misses the three. It's Atwood again. Out top. Allred down and low, gets a shot blocked, stays with it, puts it up and in. Cohen Allred. 5 quick points, and it's 8-1. Riverton off to a great start here in the first period. Desert Hills still looking for their first field goal. Riverton into a man, it looks like. Ball goes in low, and good defense there. Applegarth with the blocked shot on Openshaw. Allred, pump fake, yes, and one. Cohen Allred is flying here. He's got 7 points in less than 4 minutes. Riverton's got a 10-1 lead, and Allred's going to the line for a three-point play. Cohen Allred averages a little over 11 points a game, the senior. Hits the free throw, and he's got 8 here in the first 4 minutes of this game. Desert Hills needs to get something going here. They haven't got a bucket yet. They're already down 10. They got to stay in touch and stay competitive in this one. Riverton back into the zone, briefly in a man. Might have missed Openshaw on the baseline there. Out top, Taifa short, and rebound to Riverton. Sometimes it's difficult to rebound out of a zone, but Riverton doing a good job on the boards here early on. Beckham Reese into the paint, pulls up, turns, pivot, scores. So after he missed a couple threes, good decision there to take the ball into the paint, and he hits a little 9-footer. He's got 5, and it's 13-1 Riverton dominating here in the first period. Against this zone, they're going to have to move the ball inside out, maybe switch sides, or take it right to the rim. Point blank, Jack Openshaw can't get it to go. And Riverton not giving up any second shots here. 3 ball for Milburn, spins around and out. Tauaifa with the rebound for Desert Hills. Head to Arthur, back to Tauaifa. Chase. Into the paint, spinning, foul on the floor. Shot doesn't go anyway. Colton Andrus. Well, senior averages a shade under 10 points a game. Getting a little more aggressive there, trying to break that zone down on the dribble. And substitution for Riverton. As Bennett Atwood checks out. Inside, tie up for the scoop, and it's a little short, won't go. And again, one and done for Desert Hills. Riverton's dominating the boards here. Reese to the free throw line, cut off to Allred. Allred down the left side, lay it up, draws the foul, and he's going to shoot 2. Cohen Allred is off to a great start. He's going to shoot two. He's got a chance to get into double figures here with 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Already nothing but net. Now 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 9 points. Hits them both. He's 3 for 3 at the line. He had the 3-point play earlier. And he's got 10 of Riverton's 15 points. And we got a timeout. It's Desert Hills down 15-1 with 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Got to figure something out here. How to attack this zone. Because Riverton's zone is absolutely shutting Desert Hills down. And they've been able to get the ball inside. Left multiple layups short. Everybody's trying to drop it right in. It might be time to throw it up high off the glass and give yourself a chance here. Also wouldn't hurt when they get the ball inside and maybe kick it out on the weak side. Move the ball side to side. That'll break down zones. It is really hard for 5 players to move as a group if you switch sides a couple times and do it quickly. A skip pass sideline to sideline might help. A little high-low, a little something diagonal. Tyson Arthur inbounds the ball. Leading scorer for Desert Hills on the year, 12.7 points per game, has the free throw, the only point for Desert Hills so far. Let's see if they try to get him a shot out of the timeout. There it is underneath, and a foul. Colton Andrus, a little head fake, got the defender in the air. Carter Milburn gets the foul, and he'll check out. He's got 2 fouls now. Bennett Atwood checks back in. And it will not be free throws because he never got off the ground. That's got to be a little frustrating for Desert Hills. They inbound it. Inside out for the 3, and it works. Tyson Arthur, leading scorer, hits the 3. He's got all 4 of their points. They got their first field goal, and maybe that'll break the ice. Got the ball inside to Tauifa, and he gets the assist. At the other end, deep 3, spins around and out for Beckham Reese. He's 1 for 4 now from 3. Defending at the other end, beat off the dribble to the hoop and a foul. Colton Andrus going at the rack. And he gets fouled, and he will get 2. Andrus has drawn a couple fouls here. That's 4 fouls on Riverton. Desert Hills almost into bonus. Andrus makes the first. Andrus misses the back end, but the offensive rebound off to Openshaw. Openshaw into the paint. Openshaw can't get it to go. Rebound to Riverton. Trey Applegarth pulls it down. Reese into the front court. Good cross-court find, and Bennett Atwood hits the 3. Assist for Reese. Good find. Atwood gets his first points of the game, and Riverton's up 18-5 with a minute to go in the opening quarter. Crossover down the lane, off the glass, and free throws coming for Desert Hills. Nada Tauifa with a nice little hesitation move. And he'll shoot 2. So Desert Hills trying to do at the free throw line what they've struggled to do from the floor. Now they're only 2 of 4 at the line. Tyson Arthur went 1 for 2. Colton Anderson went 1 for 2. Tauifa rolls the first one in and will get a second. Another substitution for Riverton as Applegarth comes out. Hudson Fox is in. As is Grayson Howell. Tauifa misses the back end, so 3 trips to the line. Desert Hills has gone 1 for 2 and left some points at the line every time. On a carry at the other end. Reese gets called for carrying the ball. So 44 seconds left in the opening period. The Desert Hills with the chance, if they go quick, to go 2 for 1. That can be a big ask for high school kids, especially the 35-second shot clock. Probably not worth it. Better to take their time and see if they can get one good shot. Open shot. Chase. Talifa. Open shot. Back cut by Chase. Taifa stumbles but keeps possession. Shot clock at 6 to open shot off the glass, and this one goes. Open shot gets his first bucket. Shot clock off. 6 left in the quarter. 5. Reese into the paint. 4. 3 seconds. Shot blocked. Taifa grabs it. 1. He won't even shoot it. There's the end of the first quarter, and Riverton, with a great first quarter, they lead 18-8. We're back with the second quarter on KSLSports.com in a moment.
Welcome back to the UCCU Savings Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Welcome back to Riverton High School. First quarter in the books. It wasn't all Riverton Silverwolves, but it was mostly Riverton Silverwolves. They lead 18-8 after 1 quarter. Desert Hills with just 1 field goal in that opening period, and they also missed 3 free throws. But not surprising, they were on a bus ride driving up here today, so I was actually joking before the game as Riverton gets a bucket from Jack McPherson there inside. Was joking before the game with Desert Hills coach Chris Allred. Give him a pass on the first quarter. Of course, the only difference is Riverton didn't give him a pass. We'll see if they get things going here. A bus ride on game day, less than ideal. No, and there's a shot and it goes. Desert Hills, maybe that'll pick things up here in the second quarter. Into the inside. Patient offense there by Riverton. Ends up with McPherson getting a point-blank shot off the glass and in. He's got 4. Open shot. Pivoting. Off the glass and in. Desert Hills. First 4 minutes were rough, only 1 point. A little better to close the first quarter and much better to open the second. Reese, 3-ball, won't go. Allred the rebound, then he loses the handle, but off of Desert Hills, it'll be Riverton inbound underneath. Driving to the hoop. Wild shot there, a little off balance. There's a bit of a force there by Bennett Atwood. Rebound off to Desert Hills. Desert Hills has the lead. They were down by as many as 13. They got the lead down to 9 and a chance to cut it. Cutting to the hoop. Good catch. Trap behind the glass. Circus shot won't go. The rebound. Follow. And they can't get a handle on it. And Riverton the other way as Colton Andrus took that initial shot and couldn't get it back. Fox driving, scoring, waved off, no basket. The foul's on the floor. Sam Chase picks up his first foul. Applegarth checks back in for Riverton to replace Jack McPherson. Brazel got a little deflection, but Riverton maintains possession. Riverton moving the ball underneath, up high off the glass. No, rebound, stay with it. Applegarth scores. 24-13, Riverton's lead goes back to double digits. 5 minutes left in the half. Chase didn't really commit to that cut there. Might have been there. They go a little harder. Into the paint, spinning, hanging, scoring. Tal Haifa with another bucket. Riverton quickly the other end, and Tal Haifa with the steal. Tal Haifa into the front court. Pass ahead, off the glass, blocked. Colton Andrus gets his shot blocked. Riverton coming the other way, all red. Rees into the corner, into the post. Applegarth has been efficient in there. Spinning, kicks it out on the weak side. Good pass. Andrus' Ulrich shot won't go. Inside, and Applegarth drops the ball down low and gets tied up by Chase. Alternating possession, it'll go to Desert Hills. Thunder ball trailing 24-15 with 4:10 to go in the first half. Open shot back in. Replacing Arthur. And Bennett Atwood out for Riverton. Chase out top for Openshaw. Haifa into the post to Openshaw. Openshaw tries to muscle his way to the hoop, and he does. Openshaw, 6'5", powering through everybody. He's got 6 points now. Desert Hills creeping back into the game, down by 7. Reese looks at the long three. Now drives into the paint. Pull up off the glass. No. Rebound, Applegarth. One dribble, drops the ball down low again. Gets it poked away, gets it back. Out to Reese. No. Tal Haifa the rebound. Tal Haifa pulls up the three. No. Rebound to Fox. Fox ahead to Reese. Reese. Milburn into the paint. Out for Fox. Won't go. Rebound poked away. Loose ball. Openshaw has it for Desert Hills. Finally finds an outlet. Tal Haifa starting to put his mark on the game here in the second quarter. Goes to the hoop and lays it in. Good move. Riverton's 13-point lead down to 5. Desert Hills creeping back into this game. 2:25 left in the half. Reese averaging 20 points a game. Pull up and hits a 12-footer. He's got 7. First points here in the second quarter. Chase to Openshaw. Back to Chase for 3. Got a good look and he hits it. They went under the screen. Chase made him pay. And a steal at the other end. Good read there by Tal Haifa. He saw that one coming all the way and jumped the passing lane. Sometimes that's a gamble. Wasn't it all for him? He had his whole body in front of that ball, caught it with two hands. See somebody racing out there with one hand trying to poke it away. It's boom or bust, but he read that the whole way. And that foul's on the ground at the other end. Brazel going to the hoop. Desert Hills back within 4 now. Really good second quarter for the Thunder, who were struggling early on. Substitutions for both teams. Brazel and Tauifa are out. Hudson Fox back in for Riverton. Inbound underneath for Desert Hills. Riverton into their 2-3 zone. Openshaw. Arthur's been pretty quiet. He's got 4 points here. He averages 13 a game. Back to Arthur. To North. Into the corner. Openshaw will take a three. Spins around and out. Rebound. Off to Applegarth. Allred hands it to Reese. Under a minute to go in the half. Shot clock at 15. Reese gets bumped, spins, back door, cutting, Applegarth. He's going to be fouled. Is he going up or on the floor? I think they're going to give him 2 free throws here. Yes, he will. Applegarth will shoot 2. Not a lot of free throws in this game for Riverton. Cohen Allred's 3 for 3. Those are the only free throws. Desert Hills was 3 for 6 at the line in the first quarter. Hasn't gone to the line in the second quarter. Applegarth hits his first. He's got 3 in the game. He averages 9 points and 11.7 rebounds per game. Coach Lance Gummersall saying that leads 6A by a wide margin, is one of the top 2 numbers in the state. The second free throw's a little flat, in and out. Rebound off to Riverton. Good kick out. Oh, Reese thought about the deep 3 but didn't do it. Zach Snow with a good board. Trapped behind the glass there. That was a good find to find Reese out near the logo. Shot clock down to 17. Game clock now at 30. Reese going to work. Top of the key, thought about the 3, uses the screen a second time into a step back 3, misses it. Moving screen, the call. Applegarth gets his second foul and will probably get subbed out here with 23 seconds left in the half. No reason to risk him getting number 3. Jack McPherson subs in for him. This Riverton team got some real size. Applegarth subs out. He's 6'7". McPherson in, Snow in. McPherson's in at 6'6", Atwood at 6'3". So they got some options there. Right now it's McPherson in the middle of that zone. Shot clock off. Game clock down to 5. Corner 3. Chase won't go. Long rebound off to Riverton. 1 half-court shot. Not a bad effort from half court, but it doesn't draw iron. As Hudson Fox pulls up and lets it fly. And Riverton's going to go to the locker room with a 27-22 lead. But Desert Hills wins that quarter 14-9 after losing the opening quarter 18-8. At the half, unofficially leading scores, pretty balanced for Desert Hills. Nobody in double figures yet. Openshaw has 6, Arthur has 4. Taifa with 8, and Chase with a 3. Unofficially for Riverton, 7 for Beckham Reese. The leading scorer at the half, Cohen Allred, has 10, all in the first quarter. He was scoreless in the second. Trey Applegarth with 3, Atwood with 3, McPherson with 4. And at the half, Riverton with a 27-22 lead. The Silverwolves 2-6, looking for win number 3. They're a Class 6A team out of Region 2, facing Desert Hills out of Class 4A and Region 9. It is halftime. We will take a break and be back with the third quarter. Stay with us here on KSLSports.com.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at SLRC.
Welcome back to Riverton High School. Getting ready to go with the third quarter here. Riverton started fast. They went into a zone. Desert Hills could not crack it. It was 11-1 right out of the gate. Ended up being 18-8 Riverton after the first quarter. Desert Hills played much better in the second quarter. They solved the zone, or they got up and down the floor a few times after riding the bus up from St. George all day, whatever it was. The second quarter was way better. They won that quarter 14-9, cut the 10-point lead in half. They trailed by 5 at the half. Riverton, Class 6A, 2-6 with 3 heartbreaking losses. A 1-pointer to Mountain View, a 3-pointer to Cottonwood, an OT 3-point loss to Alta. They're 2-6, 3 or 4 plays away from being 5-3 if you want to play woulda, coulda, shoulda. But they're 2-6 right now. Desert Hills off to a 6-5 start. They're 1-2 in Region 9. They're a Class 4A team. They are 15th in the RPI, solidly in the middle of Class 4A. It's still early, a lot of time for those numbers to move here. And the RPI is a combination of your record, your opponent's record, and your opponent's opponent's record. So we'll see how things play out going forward. Right now, we got 16 more minutes here, and then we'll have 4 more games tomorrow. They'll all be right here on KSLSports.com. The Desert Hills plays at 3:30 against Syracuse. Riverton will play at 7 o'clock against East. And then I suspect Desert Hills will get on a bus and go back to St. George. Riverton plays again on New Year's Eve. 4 games starting at 11:45 a.m. And Riverton will play the third game at 3:15. And all those games will be right here on KSLSports.com. And you can watch them live. They'll stream live, but you can also find them later on and watch them at your convenience or rewatch them at your convenience. All right, Riverton's in the purple. Desert Hills is in the white. And we will get going here in the second half. Riverton is going to inbound the ball. And get things going with a 27-22 lead here in the third quarter. Desert Hills playing man-to-man defense. Rees drives, throws it cross court. Allred misses the shot. Rebound off to Openshaw. Desert Hills almost turns it over, but tracked down by Andrus. Chase looking for Openshaw on the roll. Couldn't find him. Now the ball goes into Openshaw on the post. Batted away. Good post defense by Applegarth. Applegarth gets the steal. Riverton at the other end. Into the paint. Andrus off the glass and in. Cohen Allred with the bucket. He had 10 points in the first quarter, none in the second. He's got 12 in the game now. Good find. Openshaw off the glass and in. A little bit of contact there, no call. Openshaw's got 8. Taifa, who's been really good for Desert Hills with a nice pass to get his teammate an easy bucket. Give the assist to Taifa. Netta has been playing well. Really started to impact the game in the second quarter. Deep 3. Beckham Reese, that's why he scores 20 points a game right there. He's got 10 in this game. Taifa, good post feed. Openshaw into the paint, spins back, goes up with the left, misses, fouled. Applegarth gets his third. And I think they're going to sub him out now or just give him a talking to. He's getting a chat. Jack McPherson optimistically has headed to the scorer's table to check in. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to make the sub. Openshaw hits the first free throw. His first trip to the line. Now it'll be interesting to see how long Applegarth is out for. 9 points, almost 12 boards a game. 11.7 is one of the top 2 numbers in the state. But he might be out for the rest of the third quarter. Openshaw gets the second one to go. He hits both his free throws. He's got 10 points now. 6-point game with 6 minutes to go in the third. Milburn drives, finds space, and scores. Carter Milburn's first points of the game. Nice drive by the junior, only 5'11", 150. But he got all the way through the lane to the other side and found the space and got the bucket. Openshaw steps out for a three. It's short. Rebound and a foul, and that is going to go against Carter Milburn and Riverton. And he's got 4 fouls, so he's going to sit down, and Hudson Fox will come in to replace him. Foul trouble starting to impact the Riverton here. Inbounds underneath. Colton Andrus will inbound it for Desert Hills. Riverton's in the 2-3 zone. Openshaw, Taifa finds a little swing, steps under, lays it up and in. Well done, good body control, good finish. Little English off the glass. He's got 7 now. Here's Reese coming around to get the shot. He misses it. Rebound, Taifa. He is doing a little bit of everything. Andrus. Andrus down the right side of the lane, keeps his dribble. Out to Openshaw. Chase to Openshaw, back to Chase. Worked in the first half, he misses the shot here. Andrus ahead. Atwood back out to Reese. Reese drive, Reese into the paint. Reese kicks it out. Andrus for 3, won't go. And Openshaw gets held. Jack McPherson will get whistled for the foul. Hits his first. He's in for Applegarth, who has 3. Tyson Arthur, leading scorer for Desert Hills, has been held to 4 points in this game. He averages 12.7. They're going to go inside to Openshaw. He's having a game. Openshaw misses point blank. Rebound to Desert Hills. Turning shot won't go. Taifa had the rebound but misses the shot. Riverton the other way. All red. No, but he'll go to the line. Colton Andrus picks up his 3rd foul, and he is going to go to the bench as Justin Brazel makes his way to the scorer's table. Allred's first free throw is good. He's 4 for 4 at the line in this game. He's got 13 points. And he's got 14 points. He's 5 for 5 at the line, and Riverton's lead is back to 8. Sam Chase. Brazel. Openshaw. Oh, good backdoor cut. And the layup. Tyson Arthur gets the bucket. Openshaw the assist. Arthur now has 6. Almost halfway to his average. And there's the steal. Taifa all the way to the hoop, and he'll lay it in. Taifa having a strong game, 9 points now. Couple boards, couple assists, couple steals, doing a little bit of everything. And he's guarding the other team's best player right now in Reese. Reese cross-court fine for Allred, but Allred misses the three, claps his hands in frustration. Desert Hills within 4. They got a chance to make it 2. They haven't been this close since the opening minutes of the game. They fell behind 11-1. Obashaw gives it up. Taifa thinks about the 3, into the corner instead. 3 ball. Oh, that was a good look. Didn't go. Openshaw the rebound. Openshaw gets roofed. Held ball. Held ball. Tyson Arthur a little frustrated. He didn't get that 3 to go. Arthur's going to inbound underneath. Alternating possession to Desert Hills. Riverton will get the next one. Into Taifa. Quick shot off the glass and in. Arthur the assist off the inbounds. Taifa now with 11 points. Reese thinks about the deep 3 to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. No. Kicks off the heel of the rim. Rebound to Sam Chase. Chase ahead to Arthur. Arthur all the way to the hoop, and he lays it in. And he's got 8. And we are tied at 36. Desert Hills has fought back from a double-digit deficit. And Riverton will take a timeout. And no question right now, they're missing the presence of their big man, Trey Applegarth, inside. Sitting down with 3 fouls right now. And Desert Hills is dug out of a deep hole. Welcome back to Riverton High School. So many games at KSLSports.com. Check to follow your local high school team. There are games from all over the state airing on a regular basis, and they're archived there. Maybe you're at the game, you want to go back and watch it. We're going to have 4 more games from Riverton tomorrow, 4 more games on New Year's Eve on Wednesday as well. Desert Hills plays tomorrow against Syracuse at 3:30. Riverton plays the last game at 7 o'clock against East. 2 minutes ago, third quarter, tie game. First time this one's been tied since it was scoreless. Desert Hills out of a big hole. What has Riverton got out of the timeout? Not much. They'll throw it back out top to Rees and reset. Rees down the right side. Taifa gets a piece. Loose ball underneath. And opportunistically there to clean it up. Zach Snow with the bucket. Snow scores and Riverton goes back in front. Chase over to Brazel. Brazel's pass almost stolen. Open shot to Chase. Chase for 3. Rebound. Guess who? It was Taifa again. His shot is short, and now we got a foul underneath. And that is going to go against McPherson. And Jack McPherson picks up his second foul. Inbounds underneath for Desert Hills. That is 4 on Riverton, so Desert Hills almost into the bonus. Openshaw. Openshaw backs in, kicks out into the corner. Brazel for 3. He hit one in the first half, misses this one. Rebound off to Allred. Cohen Allred into the front court. Reese, 3. Missed it, long rebound off to Brazel. Openshaw ahead to Chase. Chase out top. Openshaw has missed a couple of threes. This one he hits. Openshaw's first 3 of the game. He's got 13. He averages 10.5. And Desert Hills has their first lead, 39-38. Riverton, shot clock off. They'll play for the last shot here in the third quarter. 15 seconds to go. Reese thinks about the three. Taifa cuts him off. Reese into the paint. Taifa with a steal at the end of the quarter. And Desert Hills fights all the way back to take a 39-38 lead. Go into the fourth quarter. An impressive comeback from Desert Hills after what looked like a disastrous first quarter. They win the third quarter 17-11. They lead 39-38 after three. We're back with the fourth quarter in a moment on KSLSports.com. And we start the fourth quarter. Desert Hills has erased a double-digit first quarter deficit. They lead 39-38. Go into the fourth quarter. And to start things off, the long three is short, but the rebound put back in by who else? Trey Applegarth, the rebounding machine, who's in foul trouble with three, sat for most of the third quarter. Gets to come back in to start the fourth and immediately gets the offensive rebound in the bucket and puts Riverton back in front 40-39. Open shot to Chase. Chase to open shot. Taifa back out the top. Sam Chase down the right side. Spins. Splits a double team. Finds open shot. No. And Riverton wanted a foul right there. Allred thought he got shoved. But instead he put the ball on the baseline, and Desert Hills will take over here with the ball in the lead with 6:46 to go. Chase gets that high screen from Openshaw. Taifa inside to Openshaw, struggling, almost lost it, bullies his way into the paint, misses the shot. Offensive. A little too much bullying into the paint for Jack Openshaw. Just his second foul, though. Riverton down 41-40. They have lost 3 close games this year. Looks like they played a little better than their 2-6 record indicates, but they lost an overtime game to Alta. They blew a fourth quarter lead and lost to Mountain View 53-52. Applegarth with another offensive rebound and another putback. Riverton back in front 42-41. Riverton was outscored 21-7 in the fourth quarter by Mountain View as Mountain View came from 13 down to win by 1, 53-52. Cottonwood edged Riverton, 55-52. Riverton has a couple wins this year. It was a close game when they beat Hillcrest 70-68 there, or 77-68, and they blew out Spanish Fork 72-32. Can they win a tight game here? They got a 1-point lead, 6:01 to go. Riverton up 42-41. And the referee's got to tie his shoe. Don't see that every day. Taifa keeps his dribble. Down the left side. Gets an angle. Misses the shot. Goes the other side. Tries to get the rebound and commits the foul. Cohen Allred beat him to the ball. That'll be 2 team fouls on Desert Hills. None on Riverton. We'll see if Desert Hills puts Riverton in the bonus here. That could be big in a 1-point game with less than 6 minutes to go. Allred to the hoop, misses the shot, rebound in traffic. Purple ball, Riverton will stay right there and inbound underneath. Applegarth didn't get the rebound, but he kept it alive. He has had a major impact after only playing 2 minutes in the third quarter. And they'll inbound the ball to him. Out to Reese for 3, got it. Taifa gambled a little bit for the steal, and that gave Reese just a bit of daylight he needed. And he's got 13 points now on his way to an average of 20.5. Timeout on the floor. Riverton 45, Desert Hills 41. 5:23 to go here on KSLSports.com.
Great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Welcome back to Riverton. 45-41, Riverton, the home team, leading Desert Hills. 4 more games coming up tomorrow on KSLSports.com from this tournament, and 4 more games on Wednesday as well. And then we will get into the new year and into region play, and state tournaments will be here in February before you know it. Riverton into a 1-3-1 zone, it looks like here. Tauifa into the paint, pull up. Soft shot and it rolls in. He's got 13 now. Reese coming off the screen, gives it up, gets it back, and hits the 3. 16 points, 4 3-pointers now for Beckham Reese, the senior. Might get to his average of 20.5 after all. Riverton by 5 now with 4.5 minutes to go. Tauifa gives it up, gets it back, thought about the 3, into the paint, kicks it out. 3 balls short from Arthur. Rebound to Andrus. And is that a foul or out of bounds? He gets stripped. Yeah, it's just going to be inbounds underneath for Desert Hills. Thunder are down 5, 4:21 to go. Andrus will inbound. Riverton in the 2-3 zone. Out top to Chase. Tauifa. Chase down to the point. The near side to Andrus. Chase, no-look pass to the free throw line. To the hoop. The shot rolls off. Tyson Arthur couldn't get it to go. Long pass. Applegarth, can he save it? No, he stepped on the line trying to save it. And really no reason for Riverton to push it. They're up by 5 with 4 minutes to go, and they're in a hurry and a cheap, empty possession. Take your time. Take a little time off the clock. Get a good shot. And it's hard to hit that pass over the top inside the free throw line and then turn and find the hoop. It's a big ask right down the middle of the floor. Maybe if the guy in the breaks run a little wider, gives him a little better angle, that's a little easier. See the ball, get the ball, find the hoop. Pull up jumper, 17-footer will go. Tyson Arthur knocks it down, his first points of the quarter. He's got 10 in the game. 3:31 to go. We got a timeout on the floor. Riverton up 48-45 here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Riverton High, 48-45. Riverton leading Desert Hills. 3:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Riverton jumped out to an 11-1 lead. They led by double figures for most of the first quarter. And coming out of the timeout, they turn it over as Melbourne loses the handle. Desert Hills. Into open shot. Good cross-court find. Sam Chase hits the 3. Chase has 6. It's a tie game. 3 minutes to go in regulation. Milburn out to Reese. Deep 3. Front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound off to Colton Andrus. Andrus brings it up himself. Into the paint. Into the corner. 3 ball. Arthur short. Rebound, weak side. Good block out. Applegarth got inside of Openshaw, held his ground, and got another board. And now a little hand checking there, a little arm bar. Foul will go against Neda Tauifa, who, like his team, got off to a slow start in the first quarter. He has played really well since then, gotten them back in this game. They erased a double-digit deficit, and we're tied at 48 now with 2:34 to go. Reese with the ball. He's got 16 points. A little below his average of 20.5. He gives it to Applegarth. To Allred. Allred down the right side. Trips, stumbles, somehow gets the ball back. Timeout. And Riverton, Coach Lance Gummersaw was like, that was a trip. How did you miss that? He'll take a timeout, and we will too. Tied at 48, 2:11 to go on KSLSports.com. Two minutes, 11 seconds left. We are tied at 48. Riverton, the home team. Got a pretty good turnout considering it's the break here. Got a few students here. Riverton will inbound into Applegarth. Let him go against Openshaw, and he loses the ball. Openshaw got a piece of it. Desert Hills will inbound again. Looked like they were going to clear out and let Applegarth go one-on-one. He's got a couple buckets here in the fourth quarter off offensive rebounds. We're in a different play here. He'll set a screen. Oh, a clear hold, and they got away with it. Allred got held. Meanwhile, driving to the hoop and scoring, Carter Milbourne. Milbourne, just 4 points in the game, but he gives Riverton the lead. They're up by 2 with less than 2 minutes to go. Andrus. Arthur. Taifa to Chase. Taifa gets it back. Now over into the corner to Arthur. Arthur to the high post. Spins down the lane. Layup won't go. Rebound. Follow. Yes. Colton Andrus with a putback. Tied at 50. A minute and a half to go. Andrus has done a lot in this game, but he hasn't scored much. Only 3 points. Reeves, wing three. Short. Rebound. Colton Andrus. Andrus will bring it up. Tied at 50. Will they try to get inside to Openshaw? No, inside. It's Taifa. Good cut, and he scores. And Desert Hills is back in front. Taifa now with 15 points. Under a minute to go. Reese into the paint. Reese cut off. Reese turns, left-handed hook. Yes! And he's got 18, and we're tied at 52. 40 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock at 32. 8 seconds separation. Time out. Desert Hills with a ball. Tie game. 38.7 left. We'll be right back on KSLSports.com. We're right down to it. Tied at 52. 38.7 seconds left. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Second buzzer, they're trying to bring these teams out. What is the play call here? Who will get the ball? What is the game plan? I was talking to a local college coach a couple months ago. He said, man, the college level, you got to coach every dribble. So imagine the stress the high school coaches are feeling right now. What did the Thunder draw up in the huddle? What does Coach Chris Allred want? We're about to find out. I think Taifa has been really effective inside, so has Openshaw. They're going to run the clock down, that's for sure. Leave Riverton a little less time. Ball goes into the corner to Openshaw. Out top, it's Chase. Here's Taifa. 10 on the shot clock. They got to go now. Over to the far side. Chase is going to set a screen. Into the corner to Openshaw. Step back three, and he got it. That can't possibly be what they drew up, but he hits his second three of the game. A step back three off the dribble. Timeout. 6.2 seconds left. Desert Hills with a 55-52 lead. Timeout, Riverton. Jack Openshaw's three has given Desert Hills a 55-52 lead. Openshaw now with 18 points, almost double his average of 10.6. So what is Riverton going to do with the final 7.2 seconds? They put a little time back on the clock. 7.2 seconds to go. Beckham Reese is the obvious choice. He's our leading scorer at 20.5 points per game. He's one of the leading scorers in the state. He's got 18 in the game, 8 of them in the fourth quarter. But because he's such an obvious choice, he figures to be the first player Desert Hills defends. Maybe Riverton has got a set play they really love, run him off a double screen, get him a look. But what are the other options? They've got to hit a three because they're down 3 with 7.2 to go. Cohen Allred hit a 3 in the first quarter. So did Bennett Atwood. Nobody else on the team has hit a 3 since the first quarter. So what will it be? And they got to go the length of the court. Cohen Allred, the senior, will inbound. Reese is doubled. It comes in to Milburn, and a quick foul for Desert Hills. That's foul number 3. And I would assume that they just keep fouling. Why let anybody take a 3? 5.4 seconds to go. And right now, Desert Hills head coach Chris Allred's complaining, saying, hey, they fouled at midcourt. You're giving them another 10, 12 feet. And we are going to have another timeout. 5.4 seconds left. Desert Hills leads 55-52. It's a full timeout. We're back in 30 seconds here at KSLSports.com. 5.4 seconds left in regulation. Riverton led 18-8 after one quarter. Desert Hills has fought back, tied the game up, and taken a 55-52 lead on Jack Obenshaw's step-back 3 off the dribble, which is exactly what you think they would do. Always find your post player, move him outside, and have him shoot a step-back 3. It worked. It was pure. He swished it. Now, 5.4 seconds left. The danger here is Desert Hills is now going to try to foul, I assume, and if they do, you don't want to give up a 4-point play. Into the corner. 3. Rims around and out. Rebound battle. Time out. Wall Applegarth was saving the ball. 0.1 seconds on the clock. Now the referees are going to confer. Are they going to put time back on the clock? Everybody expecting Beckham Reese to get the shot. Carter Milburn flashed along the baseline, came off a screen, got a pretty good look for the corner 3, but it spun around and out. Now the referees are conferring. Are they going to put time back on the clock? Half a second or 1 second. Anything that help Riverton at this point. Desert Hills coaches aren't even talking to the team. They're just looking in disbelief. Desert Hills has committed 4 fouls. They're going to reset it at 0.4. Desert Hills should just commit a foul before they inbound the ball and send them to the line. Or commit a foul on the catch. There's no reason to let them catch the ball and shoot. There's only 0.4 of a second. And with a 3-point lead, they have the luxury of only defending the 3-point line. No reason to get hung up on the screen. You can switch everything at this point. I'm a little surprised Applegarth is still in the game. Maybe at 6'7", he can shoot a 3. I mean, .4 of a second for Riverton to pull out a miracle. And as Riverton sets up, now Desert Hills wants a timeout because they've seen what they're planning. And we're going to have another timeout. Stay with us. We're back for the finish, presumably, in a moment. Apparently you can't have a basketball game in Utah without the village people and YMCA.
That would make it even worse.
0.4 of a second. Riverton, are they going to run the same play or a different one? Cohen Allred is going to inbound underneath. Where are they going to throw it? Out top, catch and shoot. Three won't go. Bennett Atwood did surprisingly well, but Riverton has lost another heartbreaker. And Desert Hills, a great come-from-behind road win for a 4A team that got on the bus, rode up from St. George today, played a disastrous first quarter, was down by double digits, but trailing by 18-8, they rally and win 55-52. Desert Hills picks up the win. They improved to 7-5 on the year. They came in as number 15 in RPI in Class 4A. Beating a 6A team has got to help that, right? They won the fourth quarter in this game 16-14. They won all three quarters after losing that first quarter 18-8. Riverton falls to 2-7 on the year. That is their fourth loss by 3 points or less. Riverton 55-52. That's the second time this year they lost 55-52. They lost to Cottonwood by the same score, and they lost to Mountain View 53-52. They can defend. They just got to find a little more offense. Well, that'll do it. 4 games today here at Riverton. Hope you enjoyed all 4 of them, or at least the one your kid played in. Your kid, your grandkid, your neighbor, your friend. We're going to have 4 more games for you tomorrow. It starts tomorrow at 1:45. Pineview will play Granite Bay, California. Granite Bay, naturally from Central California. Makes no sense. Apparently it's a bay in Folsom Lake, so it's near Folsom if you know the Sacramento area very well, east of the downtown area in the suburbs. Granite Bay beat Crimson Cliffs today. They'll play Pineview tomorrow. Syracuse and Desert Hills at 3:30, Snow Canyon and Union at 5:15, East and Riverton at 7, and then 4 more games on December 31st, including Riverton and Pineview at 3:15. Our final tonight, once again, 55-52. Desert Hills comes from a double-digit deficit, and they win on Jack Openshaw's step-back 3 in the final 10 seconds. That'll do it. Thanks for joining us here on KSLSports.com. Not only are these games streaming live, but you can watch the rebroadcast later. You can watch them on demand whenever it's convenient. Give it a little while to load. That'll take a while, but we'll have it for you later tonight and certainly tomorrow. And join us for all 4 games tomorrow here on KSLSports.com. Have a good night.